that we met on yesterday, leniency need to have, so we are assisting with that. All right, thank you so much.
Yeah, so that's what we're working on. Let's get this project together. We're having a couple of
Remind me again.
Thank you.
I did one presentation about what we call a focus method, about just kind of structuring growth opportunities for business.
Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. Feel free to continue to get your refreshments and stuff. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, the reason we are here this afternoon, and we want to thank you, Dr. Dewey. Thank you so much. You're here today because we've invited some of our collaborators and some of our tenants, well, all of the tenants. I'm not sure where they are. And yes, I said it. I can say anything I want now. But no, I know people are busy, and I know it's a few minutes past 3. But before we get started with the introductions, I just wanted to take the opportunity to thank each and every one of you in your own capacities for the support, the encouragement, the shoulders to cry on some days when we just didn't know what are we doing here, why? But it has been a great opportunity for me personally and professionally. I've had the opportunity to meet with so many new business owners, new businesses who is going to achieve a lot, existing businesses who are continuing to achieve a lot, people who have come in to consult with us and mentor us and just assist in a way that a family would assist each other. And that's what I'm calling you all today. You all are family. And I'm telling you, when we first came on board, Dr. Peter and I, we knew we had a goal, we knew we had a vision and a mission, but we had no idea that within 6 months we would be in full capacity here at the Enterprise Center. When the growth of the Enterprise Center kind of deteriorated a little bit, but it was because of the lack of structure, not to say that the person that was in charge was doing anything wrong. But sometimes when you bring in people with different objectives, things change. They change for the better. And sometimes it's a struggle because a lot of folks is used to doing things one way, and change causes things to be done a different way. So where we are today is where we are going to continue to grow from. And I am announcing that next Wednesday is my last day with the city of Fort Myers. I am semi-retiring, if you will, from the city. No, I'm retiring from the city, but I'm moving on to Georgia to do some more things. because I'm not ready to sit down yet. And I will be keeping an eye out on every last one of you. Thank you for Zoom. Okay. I want to take the opportunity before we get into the introductions of staff. I want each of you to go around the room and give us your name, who you're affiliated with, and just a little bit about what your experience has been with the Enterprise Center in the last 2.5 years. We'll start with you, Steve.
Should have taken that last bite. My name is Steve Fate. I'm one of the tenants here with Bioassay Partners. I've been here now a little over a year and seen my business actually come to fruition. I had this vision for a biotechnology supply company, and I've got equipment down there. Phyllis has renewed my lease, fortunately, so I have another year to continue to develop it. Between Peter and Phyllis's guidance to encourage and engage me, it's been a wonderful year. It really has kept me going this year.
You kept us going too.
So Ernest Wilkes, I'm the market president for Regions Bank. Also head up the commercial banking group for Southwest Florida, that's Sarasota, Bradenton down to Naples. My experience has been very good, so thank you for the partnership and allowing us to partner and give back in ways that we would not have thought of without you. So.
Thank you.
Hi everybody, my name is Sandra Plazas. I work with Goodwill Industries. I'm the Director for Community Education. And to be honest, Goodwill Microenterprise has gone way back with the Enterprise Center, but more recently, I oversee an entrepreneurship program, Microenterprise, and a lot of those folks have come here. I've referred them here for opportunities for them to set up their own shop, opportunities for them to learn. So it's really sad to see you go because you brought so many great things to the center. You should be super excited to know that this was full in 6 months. I remember us having a conversation about that, so I wish you very well. I wish well the Enterprise Center. I hope to be more involved in the future.
You will.
Tim Goodman, I'm just known as Sandra's coworker now. Anyways, Goodwill Industries, I'm employer relations specialist, and just have really appreciated the partnership we've had the last couple of years. I mostly run job fairs, career fairs, resource fairs, that type of thing, so it's been a real privilege to get to know Miss Phyllis, and we know she'll be a blessing and just wonderful wherever she's at. Looking forward to working with Miss Hudson and her crew too, so thank you for the opportunities. Just great collaboration, good partnership with Goodwill, and you'll do great, and looking forward to just continuing to work more. And we'll probably be reaching out to you guys because March 7th, they've graciously agreed to have a job fair here, which is going to be a partnership with several agencies and stuff, so you'll hear more about that. But thank you so much and wish you the best, and looking forward, like I said, to working with Ms. Hudson and the rest of the crew as well. So thank you and blessings to you.
My name is Mike Gookin. Our company is Applied Physics Laboratories. It was started in the engineering department at Florida Gulf Coast University. We moved into the Enterprise Center to start up a manufacturing line where we do manufacturing here, electronics, commodities, stuff like that. Since Ms. Phyllis has been here, we've been through the pipe, we've been through hurricanes, been through change of, you used to be under the CRA, now it's under the city council and mayor, city manager, yes. It's been great. It's really a two-way street. We help out as much as we can. We do speaking and stuff for some of the programs that they have. It's just really been a great relationship. Very happy. Josh's father and I started the company.
Yes, Mr. Goodman, please tell everyone how long you've been here at the Enterprise Center.
We've been here about 10 years now.
Wow.
When we came here, there was only, as far as that back building, there was a welding company on the end, there was me, there was a transmission shop next to me. The whole rest of the building was empty.
Oh, wow.
Over in this building, at the far end, on the back side, was an auto shop that had been here like 25 years, been on the property. And I understood it, now I used to be a city building inspector. I remember getting an inspection, it's like in the early 1990s, for this property but it was when, what is today the Enterprise Center, operated out of old rickety wooden buildings that were on this site. And I asked, what is the purpose of having an Enterprise Center? And they said, you know how you get complaints about people running an auto repair shop out of the yard in the community, and you go out and there's transmissions and engines hanging from trees and all that? This gives them a place to do that stuff, where they don't have to make a mess of their neighborhood. So it's evolved over the years. The purpose of the Enterprise Center, come up with all these programs and stuff where they're bringing in all these people who want to start up businesses, and it's changed a lot. Changed a whole lot. from what it was-
Be a speaker.
What it was 30 years ago.
And one last question, Mr. Goodman, how many people do you employ?
Well, as far as production, it's just a couple of us back there doing production. On our report sheet where they say, include your partners and stuff like that, we have like sales representatives around the world, Africa, Taiwan,
That's awesome.
you name it. We sell products worldwide. Units of government, stuff like that. NASA buys a lot of our timers, make electrical timers with a GPS chip in them. So it's got super accurate timing, and we've patented on that.
I need to put a GPS in my Jeep. I'm just kidding. I'm sorry about that, Josh, I'm sorry.
No apology at all. My name is Josh Nelson. I've been able to reap the benefits of being involved with Mike's company, APL, for the lifetime of its existence. And when that patent was acquired and manufacturing was to begin, and that company moved into the Enterprise Center, I got to see what this was all about back then. And I ended up moving to Florida just in time for COVID. My wife and I have started a new business here in Florida. I've always been a marketing and technology consultant, but we, since moving here, launched a platform that enables small businesses to sell membership programs the way you might sell a physical product through a website like Amazon. And so launched that platform during COVID, had a really successful launch, but we're in a position where we needed to figure out the right ways to grow and scale from there. And since getting involved with the Enterprise Center with that, we've almost tripled our business and are on the best trajectory of my professional life. So on whatever we got here, but that's been in large part due to some of the resources that Dr. Calloway and Dr. Julie and the team here have been able to connect us to. The ARPA grants that Dr. Julie was able to help push through for us enabled us to bring on another local developer, freed up a lot of my time to focus on growth acceleration more so than growth management. And this is my company's second year now with the Enterprise Center, and looking forward to continuing to scale the success that they've already helped us find.
Thank you.
Pleasant good day. I'm going to stand only because I think better, I talk a little bit better on my feet. My name is Joanne Thomas Joseph. I am the President, CEO, International Human Rights Advocate, Consultant, and Service Provider for my company. It's Joanne Thomas Joseph Company. We provide mainly two things. Business services, helping small businesses succeed, and also fingerprints. Everything we do is regulated by the law. I am thankful to be here today because of Dr. Phyllis and Dr. Peter, who's been great. I've had an excellent educational experience, and I love it. However, it didn't come isolated. It came in the path of I graduated from the micro enterprise program, and Sandra did not remember my face, but I'm sure you remember.
I absolutely do. It took me a second, but I got to join.
I also went through the Department of Education. Actually, our company is also the only company that's ever been sponsored by a government, by two government agencies, which is the Department of Education, which guided us to the Goodwill Program, and also the Department of Social Security on a federal level. So our company is sponsored by two government agencies, and now I will be including the city of Fort Myers, because the company will be graduating within what, 2 months? From this program. So I'm a tenant, I am still.
You are?
Just lieutenant at the micro enterprise program, and again, it's been an awesome experience. I also want to say hi. I'm really glad that I came because I'm seeing a lot of faces that I haven't seen in a while. Dr. Julianne from the Impact program was also instrumental in our group. So I thank you all very much. The experience has been great. We will miss you. Let me have Dr. Peter to take her space. And her court, the new, that you introduced them to us. I'm happy. I can't wait to get to meet them. Thank you all, and I appreciate you.
Hello, my name is Yolanda Chapman. I'm the founder of Calloway Preparatory Academy, and this is my first month here at the Enterprise, and I'm hoping to learn a lot and to grow and to be more professional at what I'm doing.
Excellent. Hi everybody, my name is Rose. My company is The Woman's Umbrella. I actually was here before Miss Phyllis, a couple years before, and then they transitioned, and then Miss Phyllis came. I'm so grateful for you. You brought Peter in, and I was one of those people that came into the new world, and it was very different. And I'm very appreciative of Mr. Peter. He doesn't know this, but a lot of the stuff he taught, even though I was one of those students that didn't put it in there, I did a lot of work outside, which led me to now I'm a professor. So I took on a lot of what we learned, and now I help students from all over the world. You know, I teach entrepreneurship, I teach marketing, I also teach digital marketing, and I teach business. So, and I was doing my doctorate at the same time. So nobody doesn't know that, but I was doing a lot at the same time. And then of course, something happened with my mom. But the thing about it is the structure that was put into place, especially for somebody like me. I'm a very extroverted person. It really aided me in diving into the entrepreneurship world, even though I had been an entrepreneur for years. And it aided me in highlighting certain areas that I really enjoyed. So I was able to have great communication skills and obtain positions where I can actually, I'm more qualified because I can talk about it and I just have the degrees and the paper. And now I can aid a lot of other people and teach them. So thank you both. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
Oh, and of course you, baby. I love her.
Well, good to see those who I used to work with, Dr. Julie Bankston. Actually, I was here, should just work on the opera grant, but I gained so much more knowledge about just business in Fort Myers, small businesses, and just people in general. It was just such a pleasure being here. The only reason I moved is because, you know, I'm contracted through the federal government. So when they say move, you move. But, so it was just a pleasure meeting Phyllis. She definitely, I love the things that she was doing. I told her whenever she needs someone to assist in something, definitely reach out to me. This offer is to the next person as well. Because I love being a part of helping the community grow and helping with whatever I can. I want to be a light of the world, and that's what I work on being. That's what I'm going to be for the rest of my life. And if anybody need, right now what I'm focusing on is with ACT, we doing domestic violence and human trafficking. I'm a community educator, so if you guys need any kind of training, education, definitely reach out to me for that as well.
Thank you for coming.
I am Monique Woolley. I am with Lit Logistics. I am a company who assists entrepreneurs with small business startups. Me being affiliated with the Enterprise Center is meeting Phyllis, and I do volunteer work for the Train to Gain program, and also I was a judge on the incubator graduation program. And I'm just out here in the community working with the school board and everywhere else I could be to help assist entrepreneurs with small business startups, with invoicing, with anything that anyone in the community need. I'm here for them. My door is always open. And most of my clients come from people like Phyllis and from word of mouth. So yeah. Yeah, we're definitely gonna miss you, Phyllis. You are the umbrella here in the community, connecting us all together. So,
Monique has a success story for an entrepreneur here. We had a young lady who was pretty shy, cotillion, and she's not here, and I told her I was gonna talk behind her back. Everybody know I'm just Phyllis. But anyway, she was doing a great job with her security company, but she didn't know how to write contracts. Monique took Cotillion under her wing, and after that, I don't know how many contracts she's gotten, but she is just thriving now with the assistance of Lit Logistics. So not only does Monique volunteer her time, she has a company, and she earns every penny of what she's paid when she charges, you know, to assist entrepreneurs. So anyone who has a contract that they need reviewed, or they want invoices, or set up AP, AR, or whatever the case may be, Lit Logistics, I can vouch for them. They're the go-to.
thank you, Phyllis. I appreciate it.
I'm Farrah Sturgis, and I'm a part of the newest incubator program group that came in. Like the lady you just spoke about, I'm very shy, have a hard time.
Oh, then you'll get past that.
I look at everybody introducing themselves, I sound like I should have stayed in the car 20 more minutes. So, I am the owner of K&K Tax and Credit Services. I would say that I've had a hobby for a couple years, because that's just what it was, because I wasn't, you know, legal on paperwork or doing things the right way. To be preparing taxes, I wasn't doing things the right way myself. So this program has helped me, and I'm so old school, where everything was written, and now I'm having to learn that in, you know, submitting assignments, so I struggle with that, but I do look forward in the next, you know, year or two with this program. I've seen nothing but success stories, and I do want to be a part of that program, so that's what it is. Thank you,
I'm Cheryl Scudder. I have a virtual office. I just started here. My company that I'm the founder of, I don't know what to call myself yet, is Precision Mobility Transportation Services. And it's just something that I felt like God was leading me to. And, you know, He had given me this business like from 2020, just before COVID, and I never did anything about it. I'm an open vessel. I have no idea what I'm doing. I tell God that every day. I said, I don't know what I'm doing. You just gotta put the right people in my life to move me forward. And I ended up here. So I can safely say he's putting me in the right direction after listening to what everyone here is saying. I think that I'm going back to school. So I'm just here, and hopefully I will get it all and put it in practice. That's it. Thank you.
Un poquito English? No. Hi, my name is Elfer. I came a little before Miss Phyllis got here, and then she straightened everything out. I've been here for 2 years. I own a mechanic shop in the back. I've been working on cars since I was a little boy, but professionally since I was 18. Had 14, 15 years at dealerships, other at CarMax. I just went on and it became mobile, and then this opportunity happened, and I got a shop, thanks to Ms. Phyllis.
And I thank you.
He does great work at a fair price.
Yes, he does.
Thank you.
Yes, he does.
Well, I'm Todd Namick. Sorry I was late here,
That's okay.
everybody. I've got a coffee roastery here in the center. Been selling and roasting coffee since 2004. Had been basically a home-based business or farm-based business up until 1 year ago, just over a year. I came here, just looking to expand and scale up.
And we're so happy to have you. And Ava.
Hi everybody, my name is Ava. I own a professional photography studio right over here. I was actually, I went to the Google, Micro Enterprise Center. What, like a year ago, maybe a year and a half ago? A little over a year, yes. And I was recommended the Southwest Florida Enterprise Center by the people there and got in touch with Miss Phyllis. So I'm just really excited for this opportunity, and it's good to have a space of my own. I did have a photography studio prior to that, but subleasing, and it didn't feel like my space. So this has been a great opportunity for me to grow, learn from you. So I do appreciate the opportunity of meeting people, and it's been fantastic here. So thank you.
Thank you. See all of them.
Thank you so much.
Alright, good evening, beautiful people. My name is Sharita Davis, and I'm going on my second year here. And I started off as that thing you do. What is that thing you do? Your roses from concrete, but what is that thing you do? So with the direction of Dr. Peter and Dr. Phyllis, they have made me narrow down that thing I do to a business through all my successes, and we can't forget our failures. So a support system leadership is more than just celebrating you when you succeed, but also being able to sit there and tell you, yeah, you kind of messed up, but this is how we're going to switch it. And I have had a lot of that through the first year. And I have the opportunity to, even though I'm in the incubator program, I told them, I missed something. I missed something. Can I go back? Can I redo this course? Of course you can. For me, that was like, okay, now we can go back and do it. So now I know that thing I do. So in that thing I do, Roses from Concrete, I specialize in community engagement. I started off as photography and videography, but my niche is I'm able to tell any story from how you want your sponsors, donors, and participants to see your organization. And I work solely, mostly with nonprofits because it's a passion for mine, and I focus on our youth development because they need us more now than ever.
Maddie, behind you.
Sorry to mess up your format here.
That's okay. That's okay.
I'm Maddie Eagle. I'm the founder of Flying Eagle Kombucha. So we're a beverage-based business here in the Enterprise Center, and we don't know where we would be if we weren't here. It's been a hell of a couple years, but thankful to the resources that we've had. We're still kicking, and we are ready to be in our 5th year of business. We're in our 2nd year here at the Enterprise Center, and we're ready to innovate, and we can only do that with an affordable space. And so we're getting ready to R&D also not just kombucha and make new flavors, but also a sparkling botanical beverage. So kombucha is a health-based drink. A lot of people don't really know what it is, but it's a health drink. It's a non-alcoholic fermented probiotic beverage. And so we're ready to, just expand what we do, and with all the challenges and the failures that you highlighted on, we've learned so much, and we're ready to make a pivot and just keep growing from here with the resources that we've been handed. Thank you so much to Phyllis and Peter, of course. Thank you for doing what you've done for us and being patient while we've expanded into the space.
Where can we buy your drinks?
Yeah, so you can buy our Flying Eagle at different retailers in Southwest Florida. So we've got on www.flyingeaglekombucha.com, we've got a reseller map on our Find FEC page. So we've got about 80 retailers from Naples to Tampa, over to Melbourne, and down to Fort Lauderdale. And we do delivery. That's a big part of what we do. So we do delivery to Southwest Florida area, and we're at your local farmers market. So our farmers markets are in season. There's about 7 of them that we're in. Lakes Park is tomorrow, 9 to 1. We've also got Marco Island on the weekends. On Friday, we're in Boca Grande. Saturday is Cape Coral Market and 3rd Street in Naples, and Sunday is Babcock Ranch, and soon to be back on Sanibel as well.
That's awesome. All right, Albert, Easy is one of our entrepreneurs. So I'm not gonna say I can work your camera, but
Turn the
fix,
camera on himself.
yeah, but fix that thing so you can come out and get yourself.
I gotta train on him, so if I stand with him, it'll
Okay,
get me.
that's great, that's great.
Put the good looking face forward. I'm Elvin Ziegler, the Easy Business Network, and we do websites, video, and photography. And being with the incubator program has helped me a lot. In a nutshell, the incubator will teach you how to stop letting your business run you and start running your business.
All right. Good job. Thank you. And Charlene? Yes, we see you.
My name is Charlene. My studio is right there. We do photography, videography, and yeah, we service a lot of Southwest Florida. And yeah, if you guys have Christmas pictures, we're available.
Thank you all so much. And now, I would like to formally introduce the new management team and staff for the Enterprise Center. I'm going to start with Mr. Stephen Weathers. Mr. Weathers has been the Director of Economic Development for the City of Fort Myers for 11 months. 15. Oh, excuse me, 15. I don't know what I said. Anyway, 15 months. And I felt that it was only befitting for the Southwest Florida Enterprise Center, since we are economic growth through small business, to be under the Economic Development Division. Mr. Weathers will have the opportunity to meet with each of the participants out here at the incubator program. You'll look up, he'll be visiting with you to learn all about your businesses. He will be available. You can make an appointment through Melanie to talk to him, ask any questions or anything. But we are leaving the Enterprise Center directorship in very capable hands. Next, we have Mama Dede Hudson. Ms. Hudson, would you stand? Ms. Hudson has been here, this is her second week, and she is our new program coordinator for right now. And when I say for right now, God knows what's going to happen in the next week or so. But at the same time, we finally have a program coordinator that can assist us with community events and coordinating the programs that are so needed. Also to support Dr. Peter, who has been just instrumental and phenomenal in bringing the structured curriculum here. But there were some things that was missing that we needed to grow that incubator side of it. So Ms. Hudson will be able to complete assessments and visit with the tenants and feed more information, because we realize that growth is not only educational, it's also internally, and it's your heart. We're gonna get it, Ms. Hudson will get into your hearts and your minds just to see how you can develop even better to support your companies. And as Albert said, we're here to teach you how to work on your business, we stay out of your business. Thank you. And then we have Ms. Melanie. Ms. Melanie has been out here almost a year, and she's phenomenal. She schedules, she intakes, she sends applications. She just does it all. And without her over these past few months, I truly do not know what I would do. The thing that I learned about Melanie, she's quiet in spirit, but she knows what she's doing, and she'll tell you about it too. But one thing, any assignment, anything that anyone asks her to do, she does it with a smile. She is one of the best hires out here at the Enterprise Center as far as the city of Fort Myers, because it's her compassion and the love that she shows care. Now, sometimes I move like this, but Miss Melanie would just take her time. She'll talk to you, she'll get all the information. That wasn't me. So we actually complimented each other. Miss Melanie will be here until she decides to leave. Last but not least, Dr. Peter. Man. What can I say about Dr. Peter Ospey? When I first met him, I was introduced to him through Michelle and Terry. We were under the CRA. And I'm like, what is this man gonna be able to tell this community? Well, let me tell you, the community has embraced him. And I found out through working with Dr. Peter that not only does he work out here, and when I say work, because he gives more than he gets paid for, he was already involved in working with some of the other disadvantaged minority businesses through the collaboratory. I walked into a meeting for the Black History Museum, the new Cultural Center. Who's standing there? And I'm like, what is he doing here? The man got his hands in a lot of different things, but it's good hands. Because anyone that has the opportunity to work with Dr. Oskity will not be the same if you sit through one of his classes. You learn, you grow. I looked and visited his curriculum, and he actually said I can keep it for a little bit, just for a little bit, but I gotta sign something, I know. But just from the structure that he teaches from, he's relatable, he's approachable. And I know some of you in this room know, when you go through his one-on-ones, he's going to be very honest with you. And he will get you back on track when needed. And Dr. Oskity, I just have to personally say, thank you. You've grown me. And sometimes when I be like, no, I don't think this person gonna make it, he said, well, Phyllis, they're entrepreneurs. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna give it another shot. I've learned patience from him. And it is a virtue. So I just wanted to personally just thank you.
No, thank
Awesome.
you, and we will really miss you.
And I will miss you all too.
Where's
So,
the tissues?
Get out of here. Albert, you're going to do great. And we met a couple of your new customers today.
Oh, yeah.
And I didn't realize, and thank you for what you're doing for the community. And we really, really appreciate that too. Maddie, the coffee shop, not the coffee shop. You brew coffee. You make coffee. Roast coffee. Thank you.
We smell it.
So good. When these two came, talk about challenges. But we actually learned how and what we needed to do to get water in a unit and gas. Yes. So there are no limitations if anyone decides to come to the Southwest Florida Enterprise Center as a new business. We can really make things happen, right?
I'm just to say that gas was a challenge, and
The gas was a challenge.
You are the only reason it got it. So
Thank you. Well, Director Weathers, talk to us.
So guys, again, my name is Steve Weathers. I've been with the city more than 11 months. I've been in economic development for a little bit over 30 years. I've been CEO in economic development organizations. Actually, I cut my teeth and started in San Diego, working with startup biotech companies, telecom companies, aerospace companies. So that's kind of where I come from the entrepreneurial side. I've run what I call venture boot camps, which are where we have people like you that have jobs that say, I might want to have a business. And we run it for a weekend, and the idea is to really weed out the weak and find, wow, being an entrepreneur is the hardest thing it's the hardest and poorest thing you'll ever do. You know, working at a city is not hard. Working at a bank is not hard. Being an entrepreneur is very, very hard. I'm telling you. You might have to say something about bank. I started my career at Wells Fargo, Morgan Stanley, economic development. I've actually raised a venture capital fund and made investments. And all the people I've met, like a guy named Irwin Jacobs, who you've never heard of Irwin Jacobs, had a company called Maycom Linkabit. Never heard of that one. Then he transitioned it to a company called Qualcomm. Okay? When he did that, he was on my board in San Diego. He was very, very poor. Very poor. If you have a cell phone, his patented technology is in there. He's worth about $5 billion.
Qualcomm?
Okay?
Yeah, there's like from the Primeco phone.
Yeah, every phone.
But I can tell you stories when I knew him way back when, and he was a professor at the university, and he wore his tweed jacket and he ate beans. Okay? So, but why he stuck with it? He stuck with it, he stuck with it, he stuck with it. And then guess what happened? He stuck with it some more. So the idea, if you're going to be successful, continue to just go at it. And you learn by failure. I think you guys mentioned that before. So, I don't know any of you, you don't know any of me. What I'm going to do is I'm going to ask Melanie, probably after the holidays, to start setting up sort of one-on-one meetings with you guys to either, and it'll be your call, we can go have coffee somewhere, wherever there's good coffee. We can go have kombucha, wherever there's good kombucha. We can meet here, we can meet somewhere else, whatever suits you, because I want to get to know you and kind of figure out what's going on. My background really is in entrepreneurial economic development. So this is kind of where I like to kind of play in. We're starting a venture fund here. I don't know if you guys probably met Rami, I think, came out here one time.
As well as Natalie was here too.
Yeah, Natalie was here, yeah.
They were
Oh,
on the
that's right,
panel,
she was.
yes.
Yeah. So I'm working with them on I'm on their advisory group to start about $100 million venture capital fund. And actually just met with the Southwest Florida Tech Center this morning, trying to bring all this entrepreneurial ecosystem stuff together and bring capital. So my job is kind of I have an easy job because I'm not an entrepreneur. I work with the team. But I know how tough it can be. Okay, so let's kind of get all in this together. We'll see what we can do. What I try to do in my world is convener facilitators. And the idea behind that is I meet people that she has a need, he can provide for the need, she can do this right here, and I bring those people together. That's really what successful economic development is. How do we kind of bring the right pieces together to create a very nice puzzle? And the example I use a lot of times, especially in entrepreneurism, is all of you are pieces to a puzzle. You're in a jigsaw puzzle? What's the secret to a jigsaw puzzle?
Start with the corners.
No. No. What's the secret to a jigsaw puzzle? You got the box top. You know the picture, right?
The picture, yes.
This is a jigsaw puzzle with no box top. We don't know what that picture is going to be yet. Okay? How do all these pieces fit? I don't have an answer to that. But that's going to be the fun part, creating this picture. And I will tell you right now, and I say this sincerely, it's not an insult, I don't know if it's a compliment, but having worked in San Diego through the 80s and 90s, this is San Diego. I don't know if you know San Diego at all, but this is San Diego 1985. And the reason I say that, in 1985 when I lived there, it did have the military, but the whole thing was based on retirees from the military and the beach and tourism. Does that sound familiar?
Yeah.
Then we started spinning technologies out. Then we started creating venture. We started creating Asia. Innovation really started about 1992 or 3 when I started in economic development. So you guys are really at the front end of what is going to be here. And I will tell you right now, a little bit different. News Press site's going to be redeveloped. We have that going on right now. We're going to hear January 4th the proposals for the redevelopment of the city of Palms Park. That's probably a $200 to $500 million investment. We bought land for a new police station. We're going to sell that police station that we have now, and that's going to be redeveloped. And there's actually talk about kind of doing something with City Hall. So the whole face of this community, oh, and then the hospital, right? You guys probably know Lee Health's going to be moving. The whole face of this community is going to change over the next 5 to 8 years. And you guys are on the front end of it, okay? So you should be proud of yourself. Okay. Do I need to do anything else?
So the VC funds, is it going to allow private investors or can other?
I'll take your check today. Our minimum unit's $100,000, but I know you want to buy 3 units, so I'll take 300.
Will other VC firms be allowed to invest in them as well, or no?
I haven't seen the prospectus.
Okay.
Okay, so I need to see the prospectus, but I think it's going to be, right now, B of A is an investor, there's a couple other institutional investors. If it's typical like the venture funds I've started, you take high net worth individuals, which have to qualify as high net worth. Usually you don't have a funds to funds because that gets really tricky. So I don't like, at least in my world, I would not, if you were a venture fund, I wouldn't want you in our venture fund.
Correct, I guess.
That just gets very hard and kind of messed up. But we can start another fund together and co-investors that way. So we'll see. Okay. Any other questions you guys have? I will not probably be here full-time. I'll be in and out because I have another job, economic development director, and I'm downtown. I'm going to hire an operations manager that will be basically the new Phyllis here. But I'll be here on a regular basis, just kind of making sure that I know you, you know me, you'll have access to me. And we do love things. Okay. Anything else?
I would like to have Ms. Hudson say a few words, introduce herself. She's currently our program coordinator, and I'm sure some of you have met her already because she's been making her rounds as well.
So, very nice to meet you all. I have
heard from Somerville and also been learning from the tenants and the virtual tenants and the on-site tenants through your file. So when I meet you and I know something about you, don't be surprised. I'm not stalking you. But my name is Mamila Hudson, and I'm new to Florida. I just moved here from Washington State, and I bounced around the United States for a little bit while going to school. My day job and my career had been in higher education and counseling, so I come from university and college development and huge programming, so I'm really excited to now plug into this community and see where it can go, and you know, there's no cap for entrepreneurship, and I'm really excited about everything that you guys are doing and how it's developing. I'm looking forward to plug into that and see how far we can launch you, because that's what the Enterprise Center is for. It's not to keep you stagnated, to keep you here, but to be able to go out into the world and be able to look back and say that's where I started. I'm an entrepreneur myself, and that's my night job. This is my day job, and that's my night job. I specialize in luxury travel with an on-the-ground experience. So I visited over 28 countries, and I bring all of those experiences into my day job and my night job. That's what it allows me to have the passion for developing a business, for people, for humanity, and I'm just really excited to see what we can accomplish out of this community. So thank you.
So as you all can see, and Dr. Oskady, do you have anything?
Please come to the classes. In March, we are starting the new cohort, so we already have a list of who will be starting the interviewing for that list. So yeah, just continue to do what you do and stay with the program. And as Steve pointed it out, it's very important that you get at it and get on it and work on it. Otherwise, unfortunately, it's not going to work. So you can make it work, and you can follow this program, and then that way you can grind it out.
Melanie, you have anything to say?
I wasn't expecting to.
That's all right. That's okay.
Just say I send out the reminders in support of Peter. Please do come to the classes, check your emails, and if you need anything from us, please, I'm always here, so.
Yes, she is. The glue to our team. So as you all can see, this decision didn't come easy, but I tell you, you're in very, 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 very capable hands. This team is going to take the Enterprise Center to so many different levels, and I'll be on Zoom watching from a distance. Yes. Just because I love each and every one of you and all of the commitment and the dedication that you all have put in. I mean, Mr. Wilkes, I call you, you're here. You are just phenomenal, and we're going to have to have a sidebar conversation with Ms. Mama Dede. Please meet Mr. Ernest Wilkes, Regions Bank. Oh. So you see your name been flying around. Tim, Goodwill, you guys have always been out at our beck and call. Whenever we needed anything, hey Tim, how do I do this? Can you help us with this? We got you. That's all we ever heard from the collaboration, and I'm sure it's going to even grow bigger and better. Mr. Gookin mentioned some of the things that he does for the center. Even though he's a tenant, he's also been kind of our facilities guy, our gate guy, and pretty much a lot of other things. So as you can see, it's not just having a partnership here as a tenant for the reduced rate of rent. It's about growing everyone personally and professionally. And I believe this team will support that. If there's anything ever that any of us could ever do for you, just make the phone call and reach out. Josh, you know how I feel about you. Josh is assisting us and Dr. Peter with our new foundation website. We're going to have a website, guys, finally. So there's a lot of things in the works. Just keep doing what you're doing. Those that are not here to hear me say this, they'll get an email. Please, please, please come to class, because that's where you're going to learn what you need to know to grow. Thank you all so much. Enjoy, enjoy, enjoy.
Just Joanne, come over here. You stood up and I'm like, when I saw you sit on the speaker,
I can pay you $0.05 a ticket. That's all I